with first stage alerts from the San Gabriel Valley inland. Tomorrow's highs are going to be in the low 90s in the valleys and about 70 along the coast. That's a 20-degree drop in temperature along the coast, and for that reason you could see some dense coastal fog at night only to about a mile inland. Low 68 overnight. Tomorrow, cooler, high of 86 degrees, and then we'll drop down to 80 by Wednesday. We never thought we'd see that again, and it's about time because the air conditioner in my house is starting to wheeze. I mean, your air conditioner doesn't even stop at night. It's been miserable.
Oh, I know. Yeah, okay, well, I'll tell you, Fritz, here's something else plenty hot. The feud continues between actress Valerie Harper and Lorimar Productions. Harper, you probably heard, was fired from the show Valerie. Well, today she went to court to try to stop Lorimar from using her name in the title if she's not in the show. The new star of the sitcom is Sandy Duncan, and it is now called Valerie's Family. Today, outside the courtroom, Channel 4's Laurel Erickson asked Miss Harper if there's any truth to the charge that she was fired because she was disruptive on the set.
To those folks who say that the reason you're in this bind is because you were too greedy in the first place, you say,
oh, that's clearly a false statement. Please.
On the other side of the issue, Lorimar says it owns the title Valerie forever, and that dropping the name from the title would jeopardize $6 million invested in future syndication. Stay tuned.
Boy, that one's going to go for a while.
And we'll be right on top of it, too.
Of course we will. Coming up on Nightside, Hollywood turns out to get a look at the latest movie from Michael Caine and Sally Field, and we're right on top of that one, too, with our Sheehan, who will be in with a review.
And we've got sports next. Fred says the fun continues in strike ball, and Fred will show it to us. Sports next.
Come see all the wonders down under with the airline who knows them best, Qantas.
I call Australia home. The only way to travel is Cadillac style. Some people want more, but not just a little bit. This is your life and you're the only one who's living it. Let's go, let's live, let's love every mile. The only way to travel is Cadillac style. Cadillac, Cadillac, Cadillac style. Cadillac style.
this new rock music, I mean, I don't get it. It's just noise. And that dentist's office music, now that's boring. So I'm dialing around on the radio, and I found a station that I really liked. And guess what? It's country. Boy, have I changed. Boy, has country music changed.
Discover country music now. 93.9 KZLA.
Hello, I'm Teresa Saldana, founder of Victims for Victims. Our organization provides advice, support, companionship, and help to victims of crime and their families. Because of the tremendous demand for our services, we are truly in need of volunteers and other support. Victims for Victims. We're reaching out to help, but we need your help too. Please call and join us. Thank you.
When you taste the diet sensation, you could win a Club Med vacation. The antidote for civilization is one great taste away. Hey! Diet Pepsi.
Club Med vacation.
Enter today to win 1 week Club Med vacations for 2 for the next 6 years.
Enjoy the Diet Pepsi sensation to win a Club Med vacation.
See store displays to win Club Med vacations from Diet Pepsi with 100% NutraSweet.
Well, we've been counting the hours. You know, it's been 14 days, 8 hours and 17 minutes since that strike started, and it's... Well, strike ball is getting popular.
Yeah, it has been a while. Here's what we know about the NFL strike tonight. First off, owners say if the players want to get paid this week, they have to report by Wednesday. Second, Gene Upshaw said today he has been conducting secret negotiations for 3 days but would not elaborate. Third, player reps have been meeting in Chicago for over 4 hours right now. No word on what's going on. They're deciding whether or not to give up on free agency. The owners say if they do give up on free agency, they'll return to the bargaining table. All right, a little over 16,000 at the Meadowlands tonight for the Giants and 49ers game. There's one of the fans on hand. Giants had all kinds of trouble. That's quarterback Jim Crochichia. He wasn't looking when the ball was snapped past him. He ran back, dove on it, and he said, listen, give it to me. I'm the quarterback. Snap it to me. Then the Giants tried to punt. Matt Courtney came through, blocked the punt. Mike Wells picked it up and scored. San Francisco led 17-7. How do you call the plays here? Watch number 7 closely, Mark Stevens. Watch his hand. That's play number 1, everybody. We're going to play number 1. It's out of the wishbone. Number 1 was to Tony Cherry. It didn't work. What are you going to do? These guys were fired up anyway. 49ers won it 41-21. San Francisco now 2-1. Super Bowl champion Giants 0-3. Baseball angel reliever Donnie Moore, who was on the disabled list twice this season, underwent 5 hours of spinal surgery today to remove a small bone spur. He is in good condition. Of course, we wish him the best. Cards open the National League Championship Series at home tomorrow against the Giants. They worked out today, and the Cards say they have a score to settle.
Playing real well, and they swept us out there, but I think they're going to see a better ball club than the one they swept, and I think we'll give them a real good series.
I think experience may make a difference individually, you know, when you've got players like Tom Herr and Ozzie Smith who've been there before.
Giants also worked out today. They won 7 of 12 between the clubs this year, and they're ready.
Playing the ball game, the game is the game. It always is the same. The pitcher's got to throw it over the plate. If he does, we hit it. If we hit it, they catch it and throw it.
I'm going to play every game as this. It might be the last game we ever play, and I'm going to play the best lineup I can put out there.
All right, now neither Jeffrey Leonard or Chili Davis will start for the Giants tomorrow. Roger Craig will go with left-handed hitting Mike Aldrete and Eddie Milner against right-hander Danny Cox of the Cards. Rick Russell starts for the Giants. We'll have the game here on Channel 4 beginning tomorrow at 5. And one other note, congratulations to Oakland A's slugger Mark McGuire. He and his wife Kathy became parents yesterday. A boy, 9 pounds, 2 ounces, 21 inches long. Another big man. They named him Matthew Ryan. All right, since there was football this weekend, we can bring you the weekend's greatest hits. Nobody hurt in any of these. Keep that in mind. Here we go in the college ranks. Tennessee's Terrence Cleveland trying to make a reception here, drilled by Travis Oliver of Cal. In the pros, Seattle's Grant Bangham was banged on this play by the Dolphins' Mark Irvin, a fitting name for Mr. Bangham. Next, a vicious hit coming up. Sylvester Bird of the Falcons on the pattern, hammered by Dave Edwards of the Steelers. If you're hungry, here's a sandwich. San Diego's Al Williams caught between the Bengals' Chris Barber and Darrell Smith. Finally, the Patriots' Wayne Coffey stopped in his tracks by Cleveland's Alvin Horn. And those are the weekend's greatest hits and good ones. On hockey note, right winger Mike Bossy of the Islanders, one of the premier players in the game, is going to miss all of the upcoming season to undergo some back therapy. That'll do it.
All right, now Gene Upshaw's meeting right now.
They are meeting in Chicago as we speak. If we get an update before we go off the air, we'll report it.
Terrific. Now, if any of these players are going to survive, are they good? Are they making a name for themselves for?
Well, I don't know if they're going to survive, but I'll tell you one thing. Certainly, they're going to continue to play until the real players come back.
Yeah, but even after that, some of them will be all right, maybe.
Maybe. Very few.
Could be this weekend, though, huh, Freddie?
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks, Freddie.
Coming up on Nightside, a Hollywood premiere for Sally Field's new movie. David Sheehan, of course, has seen it. He talks to her and rates her movie next.
Slam the door on drugs in our schools. Call 800-541-8787 to find out what works.
There's a clearance at your Chrysler Plymouth store, and it's sending all our new cars out the door. Everything goes. Everything goes.
Hurry in now for the best deals of the year on the new Chrysler LeBaron Coupe. Get financing as low as 1.9% or $750 cash back. And get the 770 protection plan.
Everything goes. Everything goes.
Buy one at your Southern California Chrysler Plymouth dealer today.
To even apply to be an apprentice mechanic for Continental Airlines, you've got to have an FAA license. Even when you're accepted, you're in training again. Over 5 decades, we've built a quiet reputation for safety and performance at Continental. That's why this year, 24 major airlines contracted with us to help them do their maintenance. United, Delta, Federal Express, even American. It's a reputation we're proud of, and you can see why.
My dandruff shampoo is good.
Maybe you should try something else. My dandruff shampoo really works.
Maybe you should try something else, like Selsun Blue. Doctors and pharmacists recommend Selsun Blue more than all other leading brands combined. What that means to you is no leading brand gets rid of dandruff better than Selsun Blue. It's #1.
And all Selsun Blue formulas, including extra conditioning and extra medicated, have the ingredient recommended most by doctors.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to movie cowboys.
Burger King introduces a new burger with a genuine Western flavor. The Bullseye Barbecue Burger. 2 flame-broiled burgers on a Western bun with melted cheese, sizzling bacon, and topped with a smoky Western-style barbecue sauce. The Bullseye Barbecue Burger won't be around for long, so get it while you can. You only have to ride as far west as Burger King. The best food for fast times.
Well, the boss told Sheehan to go and cover a premiere tonight, and he said, I surrender, I will, and he went, and, well, this is what, Michael Caine's first opening in a week or so.
Boy, that was so clever. If only the movie had been that clever. No, actually, it is that clever in spots. It is called Surrender. That's why that was so clever, you see. And Oscar winners Sally Field and Michael Caine have surrendered their heavyweight acting power to a movie, I'm afraid, that surrenders itself to strictly lightweight romantic comedy. However, thanks to their acting power, the movie does maintain a mildly amusing atmosphere in spite of its total commitment to cuteness at all costs.
I've been taken to the cleaners more times than this shirt.
As a veteran of many property settlements, Michael Caine makes the most of a mostly exaggerated man who fears women character.
I made love to a woman for 2 years.
Some kind of trick.
While Sally Field keeps the frolic afloat as an old-fashioned gold digger with new-fashioned flares for the artsy and the not so crafty.
Look, I don't make love before the first date.
It's a comedy that bounces back and forth between the self-consciously cute and the genuinely cute, as he keeps his bank balance success a secret to be sure she loves him for himself alone.
I always end up in embarrassing positions with you.
I'm a lucky streak.
Now, all that may sound slightly confusing, but as Sally Field herself explained tonight, confusion is what it's all about.
It's really about everybody's confusion, men and women, about money and power and sex and love. How do all of these things fit together? And it's actually just a lighthearted piece of entertainment. It's not like a serious look at anything, much less money or power or sex.
Even with all that money, power, and sex, I don't think you're very likely to ever really surrender to surrender. But to at least give in a little bit, all you have to do really is be in the mood for some lighthearted escape. And in this earthquake season, I would imagine there'll be all kinds of people.
We'll be thronging to the theater.
Right, it might be perfect timing. It may be a marginal movie, but it could be a major blockbuster because of when it opens.
Yeah, and you know you can't help liking her, huh? And him, too.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
Okay, thank you very much,
Thank you,
David.
Sure.
And we like you, and that's going to do it for us at 11 o'clock.
We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
The first step to boating safety is a safe boating course with free instruction provided by the squadron. For information on the next class, contact the United States Power Squadrons.
I drove that car last weekend. The big Mercedes? Yes, class. What'd you think? I think you have to sit in that big leather seat, put Mozart, maybe Beethoven on the stereo, then go out and drive in tight rush hour traffic, up some back mountain road, all night in a rainstorm, and then you'll know what I think. Which is? I think just maybe I drove the perfect car, or as close to it as anybody's ever come.
You know, we've been at this longer than anybody else and have gotten absolutely nowhere. Look at that, America West, that's flying. What have they got that we haven't got? Well, for one thing, passengers. They've got passengers because they make flying civilized, with assigned seats, the Wall Street Journal, a frequent flyer plan. Their low fares even include drinks. Well, we have one thing they don't have, a convertible. America West.
Tide's been coming in here long before any man came to these shores. But these mighty rocks stand fast, big and strong. Well, that's the kind of strength folks have been counting on for over 100 years with Great Western. You see, Great Western's built on a solid base of over $28 billion in assets and backed by the security of federal insurance. So if you want a bank that'll make your money grow safely, come to Great Western Bank. We'll be standing big and strong, no matter how